I've got a lot of questions recently about weightlifting belts and inquiries about them. So I want to do a quick video to kind of give you guys some information on why you would use a weightlifting belt, when you use it, and who should be using it. First, let's talk about why. When you're putting a belt on, what you're trying to do is you're essentially trying to create what's called intra-abdominal pressure. In other words, you're actually supporting the lower back and actually putting stability in the spine during these heavy lifts. When you should be using them. 80% and more of your 1 rep max is a general idea. That does not include your warm-up or workup sets. There's lighter sets. Lift-wise, any lift that might expose that lower back or put pressure or fatigue in that lower back would be a good idea for a weightlifting belt. Back squats, deadlifts, any of the Olympic lifts, any overhead press. This does not include your curls. Who should be using a belt? Any athlete with 6 months of experience or more might consider a weightlifting belt. Less experienced, you should be more focused on proper form over weight and also building abdominal strength. You basically have 2 different types of weightlifting belts. Number 1 option is this leather belt, all right? A little bit more rigid, a little bit more bulky, thicker. This is a great option for deadlifts and back squats. Option 2 would be a cloth belt or usually a Velcro belt. A little bit more flexible, not as bulky, less material. Great option for the Olympic lifts. Now, how do we use these belts? The best way to do it is actually put that belt or place that belt around the small of the back or over top of the belly button. Once you have that belt on, you want to have it on nice and snug, but not where it's cutting off your breathing. You should be able to take a deep breath, all right, and not have your belly bulge over the belt, unless you need to work on your nutrition. All right? From there, take a deep breath in, and then actually brace the belly. Squeeze the abdominals so you're actually pushing against the belt. It actually is a great tactile cue. Right? It almost kind of reminds you to keep engaged. That's why I actually think the belt is not a bad option for a lot of people. Another reason you might want to use it if you have any type of issue in the lower back. If you have a strain in the lower back, or maybe you're just not feeling great for that day, this might be an option, or this might be an opportunity to maybe wear your weightlifting belt just so you feel a little bit more confident and a little stronger under the heavier loads. Hopefully that gives you guys some ideas on when you should be using a weightlifting belt, who should be using it, and why you're using it. If you have any questions, as always, post below. Thanks, guys.